Hi, I am Ravi Kumar. In this video, we will see the symbols, VI characteristics and applications of electronic devices. First, consider the PN diode and GNR diode. This is the symbol for PN diode, this is anode and this is cathode. Now, we will see the characteristics under forward bias. As we are increasing the voltage from 0 to +1, +2, so on, up to 0.7, very low current will be appear in the diode. After 0.7 volts, the current is increasing in the diode. The current in forward bias is around milliamperes. Now in the reverse bias, if you increase the reverse voltage, the current is very negligible. If you increase with high voltage also, the current is very less. And after some voltage called GNR voltage, the diode breakdowns and high current will flow in the circuit. But at this point, we are not able to use the diode in applications. In reverse bias, the current is in nanoampere. The applications of PN diode is rectifier. It is used in rectifier, clippers, clampers. It is used as a switch. It is used in envelope detector. Next, coming to the GNR diode, the difference between these two is this GNR diode is high output diode. This is the symbol for the GNR diode. The forward bias characteristics is same as the normal PN diode. Bias, as the voltage, reverse voltage is increases, the current is slowly increasing. At GNR voltage, the current starts increasing. Now, this region is going to use for the purpose of the voltage regulator applications. Next, this is the varactor diode VI characteristics. Varactor diode is based upon this equation. Capacitance C is equal to epsilon A by W. Here W is the width of the depletion region. As the width of the depletion region is decreases, the capacitance increases. As width of depletion region decreases, the capacitance increases. Now observe here, the reverse voltage is increasing, the capacitance is decreasing from this maximum value to minimum value, because as the reverse voltage is increasing, the depletion region width is going to be increasing and hence the capacitance is decreasing. This is the symbol for the varactor diode, which shows the variable capacitor, voltage variable capacitor. So varactor diode is used for voltage variable capacitor applications like FM generation. It is a voltage variable capacitor. It is used in frequency converters and mixers. Next, this is the Schottky diode, which is known as hot carrier diode. Here one metal layer is used for fast moving of the electrons. So observe here, this is the PN diode forward bias characteristics. This Schottky diode is attained maximum current within some 0.2 or 0.1 cut in voltage. The current will start increases here. The Schottky diode is used in fast switching networks. Next, we will see the BJT transistor. Two types of transistors are there, NPN transistor and PNP transistor. Here emitter current is flowing towards the N element. So it is collector is N here, emitter is N here, base is P here. It is used in amplifiers, oscillators and switching circuits. This transistor is connected in three important configurations for effective use of this transistor: common base configuration, common emitter configuration and common collector configuration. The input impedance for common base is low and common emitter is high and common collector is very high. Output impedance is low for common collector, it is high for common emitter and very high for common base. Voltage gain is unity for common collector, which is useful for buffer applications or impedance matching applications. Current gain is here less than unity here and it is high for CE and CC. Applications, the common base is mainly used for high frequency applications. In the CE amplifier is used for mainly for amplifiers and audio frequency amplifiers. CC amplifier, due to this unity voltage, it is used as a buffer or for impedance matching. Now we will see the characteristics for common base, common emitter and common collector. For each configuration we are seeing two types of characteristics: input characteristics and output characteristics. Input characteristics drawn between input current and input voltage by keeping output parameter constant. Similarly, output characteristics are drawn between output voltage and output current by keeping input parameters constant. Here observe this one. For common base means the base is common to both input and output here. So that's why for this type of this one, the input current is IE and input voltage is VBE. Output current is IC and output voltage is VCB. Now I am plotting the input characteristics for common base configuration by using the input parameters, that is between VBE and IE. As VBE increases, the IE current is going to be increases. While plotting the input characteristics, we have to keep this output voltage constant here. That is, the VCB voltage is keeping constant. So VCB is keeping 1 volt and I am increasing the VBE voltage. The current starts increasing. After 0.6 volts, the current is increasing like a normal diode. Now, what happens to if you keep VCB is equal to 10 volts? If VCB is equal to 10 volts, then the increase in current occurs early than the VCB. This is due to the early effect or base width modulation effect. And if you use VCB is equal to 20 volts, then early the current is increasing than the VCB is equal to 1 case. Here IE current is in around milliamperes, VB is in around volts. Now output characteristics. Output characteristics is drawn between the output voltage and output current. Here output voltage is VCB and output current is IC. So drawn between VCB and IC. Here IC is in milliamperes. Now to draw the output characteristics, we have to draw between the output voltage and output current by keeping input parameter constant. Here input parameter is IE. So I am keeping IE is equal to 0 here, IE is equal to 1 here, IE is equal to 3 here, like that. IE is keeping constant. If you keep IE is equal to 0, then you can increase the VCB voltage, but the current is very less, IC current. That is 0. So we are saying that when the transistor is under cutoff region where there is no current but the voltage is there, right? As IE is increasing like this, if IE is equal to 3 milliamperes, now we are able to see the increase in current if we are increasing the VCB voltage. And we are saying that this is the active region where this is the actual operation of the amplifier. Now observe here, this is the region of saturation where the voltage levels are very less but current is more. Now we will see the common emitter configuration. Common emitter means emitter terminal is common to both input and output. Here observe this one. These circuits are connected by emitter base connected should be connected in forward bias and collector base is connected in reverse bias. Now we have to draw the input characteristics for common emitter. Input characteristics is drawn between the input voltage and input current. Here the input current is IB and the input voltage is emitter and base. So as the VB is increasing, what happens to the IB current? That should be plotted here. But while drawing the input characteristics, we have to keep output parameter constant. Here output parameter is VCE voltage. So I am keeping VCE is equal to 1 volt, and as I am increasing VBE voltage, the base current is going to be increases. Here observe this one, this base current is in microamperes. It is around 100 microamperes. As VC, if we keep VC is equal to 10 volts and increasing the VBE volts, then the current is increases like this here. So VC is equal to 20, the current is increasing like this. That is, from this point it is observing that the maximum current is occurring for VC is equal to 1 for at a constant VBE voltage. Now we have to plot the output characteristics. Output characteristics are drawn between the output voltage and output current. Here output voltage is VCE and output current is IC. And by keeping the input parameter constant, here input parameter is the base current IB. So I am keeping IB is equal to 10 microamperes and I am increasing the VCE voltage. The current starts increasing slowly, and as at a high VCE voltage the current is increases like this. So I have given here 7 milliamperes the current IC, around IB is equal to 90 microamperes here. So this is the cutoff region, this is the saturation, this is the active region. Observe the difference between these two. Here these are the straight lines, here these are not straight lines, these have some slope here in the characteristics. Next, common collector configuration. Common collector is common to both input and output. Here while drawing the input characteristics, we have to keep the we have to draw the input characteristics between the input current IB and the input voltage VCB. Here VCB is there. Now these two are drawing. We have to keep the output voltage constant. Output voltage here is VCE. VCE is keeping constant. If you keep VCE is equal to 2 volts, and as I am increasing the VCB voltage, the current is like this. Now, what is the output characteristics for the CC configuration? The output characteristics of CC configuration is same as the common emitter configuration, but the only difference is here IE current is there, here IC current is there. So here we have to mark all the saturation region and cutoff region. Here the active region is for the operation region of the amplifier, and saturation region is there is a current but voltage is very less in this region. Here this is the saturation region, and cutoff region means there is no current or little current and the voltage is there. Coming to the FET transistor, here we are going to plot two characteristics, drain characteristics and the transfer characteristics. Before going to see these characteristics, what is the difference between the BJT and FET? BJT is a current control device, FET is a voltage control device. The input impedance of the FET is higher than the BJTs. FETs are having lesser gain than the BJTs. FETs are less sensitive to the temperatures or noise. Here two types of FETs are the N-channel FET and P-channel FET. The terminals are drain, source and gate. While connecting the FET, if FET in the circuits for the amplifier or any application, the gate terminal should be connected in reverse bias. Here the drain characteristics are plotted between the ID current and VDS, that is this one, output side VDS voltage and ID current. What happens to the ID drain current when VDS is increasing? By keeping VGS is equal to constant. Let us put VGS is equal to 0 volts and increasing the VDS voltage. Now, due to increase in VDS voltage, there is a increase in the current up to some point, and afterwards the constant current is occurring here. As if we decrease the VGS from 0 volts to minus 1 volts, if you decrease this one to more negative, then the channel width is going to be reduced, and hence there is lesser current in this VGS is equal to minus 1 case than the VGS is equal to 0 case. So like this, if VGS is equal to 0, this is the current curve, and as you are increasing the VGS voltage to more negative, the current is going to be decreasing. The same thing can be reflected in this transfer characteristics. See, this one is the drain characteristics and this is the transfer characteristics. Transfer characteristics is nothing but plot between the input parameter and output parameter here. Here the input parameter is VGS and the output parameter is the drain current here. What happens to the drain current if you are increasing the VGS voltage? If you are increasing the VGS voltage, negative voltage, the drain current is decreasing from drain saturation current IDSS to this pinch off. At pinch off voltage, the current is going to be reduced to 0. Here the drain current equation is ID is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS by VP whole square, where VP is the pinch off voltage. This is for N channel FET characteristics. Here the two regions are important. This is the ohmic region and this is the saturation region. In this ohmic region, the behavior of the FET is like a resistor here. Now for P channel FET, the characteristics are similar characteristics, but the only thing here is the VGS voltage is here positive and the VDS voltage is negative. Only change in the voltages only. Next, depletion MOSFET. MOSFETs are of two types: depletion MOSFET and enhanced MOSFET. Depletion MOSFET is having channel while doing the fabrication, and enhancement MOSFET there is no channel here. The depletion MOSFET is of two types: N channel depletion MOSFET and P channel depletion MOSFET. Here in the symbol also we are showing that a channel is there. Now I am drawing the drain characteristics and the transfer characteristics here also. Drain characteristics plot between the VDS voltage and ID current. VDS voltage, as VDD increases, here what happens to the ID current? Here I am keeping VGS is equal to 0 volts first. If VGS is equal to 0 volts, what will happen here? As we are increasing the VDD, then VDS is increasing, and hence that this positive here is attracted these electrons. So that's why here electrons is flowing from source to drain here. That's why the current is increasing and the constant current will occur when VGS is equal to 0. As VGS is making negative, then what will happen? The gate attracts the holes from the P type, and hence the channel layer contains holes and electrons recombination, and hence the current is decreased than in case of VGS is equal to 0 case, and that's why as VGS is increasing more negative, the current is decreasing. Now what happens to when VGS is equal to positive? When VGS is equal to positive, it attracts the electrons from the substrate, and the layer is going to be increasing, this channel layer, and hence the more current will flow when VGS is equal to plus 1 case here. So that's why here the transistor is going to connect on VGS is equal to negative case and VGS is also positive case. When VGS is equal to negative, and the transistor is said to be in depletion mode, and when VGS is equal to positive, the transistor is said to be in enhancement mode. Here observe here, as VGS is increasing from 0, the current is increases. So that's why here increase from more than this ID current. So as VGS increases, the current is increases here. As VGS is decreases from 0 to minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, that is from 0 to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, the current is going to be decreases here. So the current is going to be decreases. At some point the current is going to be 0, which is called the pinch off voltage. For P channel depletion MOSFET, the characteristics are same, but the only thing is we have to change the VGS voltage signs and VDS voltage signs. Opposite signs should be right here. Now depletion mode, enhancement mode. This is the enhancement mode. Drain and transfer characteristics. Enhancement mode means there is no channel is there. That's why here you have even seen in the symbol broken. No channel is there here initially. Now we have to form the channel by applying the positive voltage, positive VGS voltage. If you increase the positive VGS voltage, then the channel formation is increases here, and hence as VDS is increases, the current will flow inside the circuit. So the same thing will be put in the transfer characteristics. That is transfer characteristics drawn between the input voltage VGS voltage and output current. As VGS is increasing, the current ID is going to be increasing. Here the drain current ID is equal to K into VGS minus VT whole square is the equation for the enhancement. Please remember this one. This is the enhancement MOSFET. Now we will see the UJT, SCR and phototransistor VI characteristics. These are the symbols.